don't give in. Yeah. Miles and miles you will have been.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here, and it's the real first vlog of the year. Yeah, I'm out today. The temperature's about 9 degrees, which is pretty good for us around here. It's been pretty bad. Don't know how long this weather's going to last. But I'm at Rabness, or just outside of Rabness. It's the old church as usual. There's always a church, isn't there? You've got to have a church. And I'm going to make my way back to Itcheries now. I know that looking at a lot of the vlogs that I've been watching and vids, it seems that us Northern Hemisphere, as they call us, has been pretty cold this year. Not a lot of snow or anything like that, but biting winds down from the north. Absolutely freeze you to death. One or two things different. I don't know if my voice sounds any different or whatever. I've got a new crash helmet on. I bought myself a shoey. I think I mentioned it about a year and a half ago, saying that I wanted a new crash helmet. And way lovely. I wanted a new crash helmet, and being a tight old arse that I am, I decided that I would wait until I got one at the right price. And it took me a year and a half of searching, but I got this one. It's a shoey. It's not one of the top of the range ones. It's at the lower end, but still bloody expensive, but a lot cheaper because it's an old style. You know, the painting or the design on the outside of the helmet, they change them every year, and after 3 or 4 years, and they got any over of a design, you can usually pick them up pretty cheap. So that's what I done. Tight ass Suffolk Andy, eh? So of course, when I got that, I had to set up the mic, set up the camera on it. I actually just stuck the bloody attachment bit onto the side of the crash helmet, exactly the same place as my old shoey, and I put the mic in exactly the same place. I don't know if it's going to work because the crash helmet is new and it's a little bit tighter on me than my old one, so I don't know. And I won't know till I get home and put this on the computer if this is going to be any good, if the angles are right or whatever. I just stuck it all in and come out. I just couldn't wait anymore to sitting about looking at bikes and doing little bits and pieces of the bikes. I thought I've got to ride one at least today when I got the chance. What's the temperature now? It's dropped a little bit. It's 8.5. It has been up to 10 when I first started this early this afternoon, but as the afternoon's going on, it's starting to drop. But anyway, we've been through here several times. There's a jogger, look. They look like they're going to die, don't they? They actually look like they're in agony. Why would you do something that actually made you feel awful? I don't know. But I'm not going back on that, because you know what I'm like when it comes to jogging and camping and stuff like that. I just go out and take the mickey. Old car. We've been this way before. We're on the banks of the Devon. Oh, Stour, sorry, Stour. I should know better than that. I should. So, I've just been talking to some guys there at the coffee shop with their bikes. One of the lads was asking me about the drift. He's thinking about getting one, but he said he had one that he had on the front of his bike, but they kept wobbling everywhere. I thought, well, you need a decent attachment, really. But but he said, oh, that looks like it's like, you know, more sturdy on the side. I said, yeah, they are. I said, you can get a GoPro, which has probably got a little bit more quality, I think, in the end product than a drift, but you do look like a Teletubby. Sorry, lads. It is nice to, I must admit, to have a new crash helmet. my old shoey, you know, I'd had it, I don't know, 6 years. It come to the end of its life. It was getting tatty. It was getting big. And I know you can get visors for them and pin locks and whatever, but yeah, now I've got this new one on with this new visor and pin lock. It's opened up my eyes how bad my other visor was. It was so scratched after all them years, but this is just lovely. It's so clear. Had a little bit of problem, and the thing, what, a little bit of a moan actually, a little bit of moan to Shoei. Yeah, they supply pin locks with their helmets. Fine, good, clear pin lock, all in there, ready to go. But the trouble is they don't put race pin locks in. They just put standard pin locks. So if you was on a cruiser or you sitting upright on an adventure bike, no problem. But once you get on one of these bikes, or a sport bike, sport tourer, and you're slightly at that racing sort of stance, the top of the pin lock goes right across where your eyes are looking, where you're actually looking, and it's so damn annoying. You know, it's right across the front, there. You know, when you're in that sort of position. And I had to do it with my last one. I had to go out and get a racing pin lock. Well, it's been a bit of a bloody nightmare, because everywhere I went, and I went everywhere online, on eBay and everything else, and yeah, I could get a racing pin lock, but not in a smoky grey. I could either get a really dark grey. You have to watch this bit here. I could get it in a really dark, or an amber, or something like that. And anyway, cut long story short, I see one race grey, right, I have it. So paid for it. It came. I looked at it. I thought, this is a bloody standard pin lock. So when Mrs. P came home, I said, this bloody pin lock's the same as the one that I've already got on there, just as it's grey. She said, oh, I'll send them an email. So she sent them an email, and within 10 minutes of the email, I got one back saying, oh, we're very sorry, the supplier sent you a standard one instead of a race one because they've run out. We will reimburse your money straight away, and you can keep the one you got. So I thought, oh, that's all right. I've still got to get one, and I thought, well, what about, because they're only lugged in, aren't they? And I thought, what about if I just drilled 2 little new lugs further down and put them in? Would it work? And it does. Yeah, it's brought it up at the bottom a little bit, but that's not in my line. And the top now is flying. You can see there's no line. If I had the other pin lock on, I think there would be a line right across my eye. Yeah, so it worked. So actually, I had a bit of luck. I got a pin lock for nothing. I adjusted it, got it to fit, and it's absolutely fine. So, bit of luck there, I think. Yes. I love this bit of road. Now you have to watch the bloody cars, that's the trouble. We are now in Constable country, as usual. I always say I'm so lucky to get this, whoa, suicide pigeon. I don't know. Everywhere looks so bare, doesn't it? So bare. All the trees. Oh, another bit of news as well. It's for my my ghosty friends. My ghosty friends. I, after 7 years, have been persuaded to do clairvoyance again. Spiritual mediumship. After 7 years of not doing it, I am back in front of, not an audience, but a group of people next month doing clairvoyance, and I haven't done it for 7 years. So it's something for me to look forward to. It'd be nice to see if it all works out well and it happens. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I know 7 years in the wilderness not doing anything because I couldn't sort my head out over it, and I'm back. I will be back. So hopefully that will lead to other things, and we can get that going, which will be pretty good. No cars behind me. There you go. Ooh. I'm going to stop here and have a little vape, and I hope I got enough for the vlog. We've been here loads of times before. I think the last time I was here I had a scaffolding up, but there you go. I'm going to have a little vape, so all I can say to you chaps and chapasses is all ride safe. Certainly love each other. Suffolk Andy.